All right, how's it going, everyone? We're back outside again because this thing is not going to fit inside the house once again. I'm going to try my best to keep my eyes opened, but it's really hard because the sun's right in my eye. But we're going to be taking a look at towering Tallulah today, and this is another reskin of Mr. Dark. Last year we had Hellspawn, and this year we got this witch thing, Tallulah. Very similar to the other ones, not much crazy, but let's just look at her and see what she does. We already know what she does, but I still want to show her because she's new. New's fun, right? So let's just open up the box here. It's got some tape to it, seals that aren't even taped to the box. They're like so hot out that they just, yeah, look at that. I'm just gonna roll these over. I didn't even need these. But let's just open the tabs and see what's inside. I just love that new animatronic smell here. So I think half of this is all tied down, and it's going to be a true pain to take it all apart. All right, so we're just going to untie everything here. I got everything untied, and then it all just started to fall out, so I put it all back together to make it as authentic as possible. This is towering Tallulah. Here she is, still in the plastic, so we're going to look at that last. This is just her cloth and stuff. This is the scissor mech. What's getting caught? Oh, the hook. Of course. Put that to the side. You got the push cylinder, the wannabe pneumatic cylinder, and the other half of the base. So there's not much to really set up. The adapter's in here too, but we'll just leave that there for now. So now let's check out Tallulah herself. She's got not only a bag around her head, but also bubble wrap. But there she is. It's like, geez. There she is, once again. It looks like her eyes have like prints on them. Those are highly detailed eyes. I don't know if you can really see that, but those are some nicely detailed eyes. The paint is pretty generic. You got to remember that this is supposed to be light. The lighter, the better. And then her hands got really long nails. They almost look like a reptile claws or something rather than hands. But that's her. Pretty generic, but again, it's mainly for her scare factor. Quick, it's cloudy. Let's set it up fast. We're gonna speed run because again, it's like 95 billion degrees outside. Illinois weather. It was cold yesterday. I was in sweatpants, and then today we're back to shorts. Some of this, oh, look at this. This is nice. I'm happy for this. First thing I noticed, they improved the plug-ins this year. Last year on Hellspawn, they still had the old-fashioned, I would say, cheaper plugs. These are the improved ones, so that's nice to see. I wonder if she still has... Oh, and look at that, too. That's true. They also updated her to have an IR sensor instead of the crappy lights sensor. So in this way, she'll actually activate when she needs to activate. So that's nice. Another improvement. I was wondering if that was going to be the case, and I'm happy to say that it is. But I don't even need the instructions because this is the third time setting up something like this year, or just in general, not this year rather. But you're just going to take the base here, connect these two ends. Let's see if the clearances are better. They are. Look at how nice that went together. I know my Mr. Dark was horrible with it. I think Hellspawn was kind of bad too. This one just snapped together like nothing. Now we got to put up the scissor mech, and it's in this box right here, protected, I guess you could say. This is really one of the coolest marvels of the consumer Halloween industry, this mech, how they were able to do this. I'm still waiting for something to really lunge out at you with this mech. Not necessarily like Emmeline, but like more of a total scissor mech that just goes out longitudinally, just horizontally. I don't know what the right word is. But I'm still waiting for that. Emmeline was close to it, but not quite what I was expecting or thinking when I have my idea of what I want. But here is the scissor mech. Looks pretty much the same from years past. We're just going to snap lock this in for now to not have to do it later. Here's something I want to show you. This thing is brand new out of the box, right? So all these pivot points are really nicely together, and it just falls down really easily. Well, I took out my Hellspawn previously, just a couple days ago, and I would do this, and it would like kind of hold its shape, which I was assuming wasn't supposed to happen. So I quickly oiled up all of these connection points, or pivot points rather, and it brought them back to how this is. So I'll probably do it to this one, maybe not right now, but eventually, just to prolong it. It was just quick linkage lubrication oil, nothing special, and it definitely worked well. Now we're gonna take Tallulah and get her mounting pole here, and just going to mount this on somehow without breaking it. Oh god, it's encompassing me. Okay, here we go. Which way does it go on? It goes on like this. Just pull that over like that. And lock it in place. Gotta hear the click. There we go. And they also, another thing to note is that they used to have like automotive plastic insulation on this wire, but they did away with it and just have like a overarching wire rubber material on it, like the coating, instead of just the plastic. I feel like the old way was probably better because it probably protected the wires a little better if something got caught. I guess we'll see. So now that that's all together, we're going to take the springs, and everyone knows this step. You're going to pull her up, pull these springs along the hooks, hold it up, help it stay up, and then take the main push piston. Oh, look at that. So the length of the piston seems like it's a little shorter. Something's different with this compared to the old ones. They changed it up a little bit, and I'm not sure exactly what. In total honesty, she seems kind of shorter than Hellspawn or Mr. Dark, but I'm not too sure on that one yet. It might be because I'm up on the hill, or maybe, okay, it's probably not fully extended right now. Maybe this actually goes up a little more and they just retracted it a little bit to make it easy. Because I do know that when it was fully extended, it was kind of hard to get this to lock in because this metal bar would hit the pin and you wouldn't be able to do it. So that might be the reason. So I guess we'll see soon enough. But just look at all the warning labels on this thing. It's like, danger, remove this tag after assembly is fully complete. So I just spent the last 15 minutes trying to put some sandbags on her. So hopefully she doesn't fall over and destroy me. This looks so different. I don't know what it is though. It just doesn't seem quite the same. And then you can't forget to take that little topper and push that in, and it's basically all set up. So all we got to do is plug it in and see if she works. Hopefully she does. I got my hopes high she will.
That's called foreshadowing.
All right, so I got it all set up. It's plugged in. I'm going to turn on the power supply. I think it's this one. Yep. Should kick on. Come on. There we go. Oh, that scared me for a second. It seems like she goes down faster too, but I'm not sure. But once she gets to a height slow enough, I'm going to pose the hands and then we'll activate her. So let's just do that. All right, she is ready to go. I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully the sandbags hold her down. Turn it on. Let's see what she does. Come on. She's gonna be loud too. That's pretty fast.
Who do we have here? Your curiosity and trespassing has cost you your mortality. Fear not, for you will have eternal existence spellbound to me for the rest of time.
Oh, the wind's pretty cool. Those speakers have a lot of bass in them too. The whole speaker box, you can hear it just vibrating. And the wind, look at the wind. It's like perfect. And it just goes down. Camera's a little farther away. Hopefully that shows you the height difference. There we go.
Who do we have here? Your curiosity and trespassing has cost you your mortality. Fear not, for you will have eternal existence, spellbound to me for the rest of time.
I honestly think it has the most character out of the three. Between her and Hellspawn, Mr. Dark's pretty generic. She's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I should put more sand on the bags though.
Who do we have here? Your curiosity and trespassing has cost you your mortality. Fear not, for you will have eternal existence, spellbound to me for the rest of time.
So that's Towering Tallulah. We're gonna move her to her resting place for the haunt and do some lighting and stuff to make an edited little demo video of her. So let's jump into that right now. Okay, so a little side note here. Towering Tallulah's piston mech wasn't going down, it was clicking. Here. Look at that. It's what is that? I don't want to keep doing it because I might break it, but this just started and it was very minimal at the beginning, but it has now just gotten really worse where it doesn't even retract down on its own. So I'm gonna contact Zombie Tech Squad, see what they do about it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try and see if I can fix it on my own. I have one idea that's a possible dilemma, and I'm thinking it might just be that the thing isn't screwed down tight enough and that the screws have come loose from the couple activations, because there's no binding here. It's all free. Like, I got the clothing off. It's all assembled how it is, you know. There's just no reason for it, really. I'm going to take a screwdriver and try and tighten all these screws, but look at this zip tie. The zip tie is just, like, loose here. All these zip ties are just loose. I can run it all the way up and down the line. So I'm thinking that could be a potential problem with it. So we'll see. Okay, so my findings were actually conclusive, and I think we figured out the problem. This pin right here is a spring-loaded shaft with a gear on the end. So if I were to take my needle nose pliers and pull on this out, it would release the gear train for the piston to be able to be freely popped up. And what I think was happening is that as the thing kept activating over and over, this shaft slowly worked its way out, and the spring wasn't like strong enough to push it back to be in the gear train. So if you recall, there was a video that Techie made on Peekaboo Penny many years ago saying if you have a problem with her, to like pull a pin out to release the head and see if it works again, basically. Well, this is like the same thing. This is to release the piston to go all the way up. So I think the spring just was lackadaisical and just didn't do what it was supposed to do. And I pushed it back in and was just kind of playing around with it, just taking the needle nose, pulling it out, letting it go back in and stuff. And it seems like it's working now. I guess we'll see the longevity of it, but if I put the power back on, it's no longer having the clicking problem, but like you see, all the gears are moving fine now. But I think that was the dilemma. So if you have a problem where your jumping character is clicking, just a quick check to see if that pin maybe has popped out a little bit. And I don't know if there's a fix around it, I'm sure you could find a way, but I think it's working now because look, it's going all the way down, no problem. So I think we found the fix.
Who do we have here? Your curiosity and trespassing has cost you your mortality. Fear not, for you will have eternal existence, spellbound to me for the rest of time.
Alright, so there she is, Towering Tallulah, Spirit Halloween's newest Mr. Dark reskin. Like I said before, this is probably one of the better ones of the three, and overall pretty pleased with it. It's a witch, so that's cool. It goes in the swamp. I have a spot specifically for it, and I think it's going to work well. It's where Lethal Lily was last year. I'm happy with the upgrades on her. I like that she has a real sensor, and the clearances have been fixed, as well as one more thing. I think the reset time's a little faster. Not too sure on that one though. But a lot of good stuff going for it. So I'm very pleased that they've made improvements over the past 4 years of these mechanisms. And who knows, maybe we'll see a comparison between the three, since I do have all three of them. I think that would be a good video. But let me know what your thoughts are on Towering Tallulah. If you think she's better than the other two, or not, let me know. I want to hear your opinions. But that's about it for this video. So I want to say thank you all so much for watching this video on Tallulah, and I will see you all in the next one.